I'm Kat Liddell, and this is the Insider Report. So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond. Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. I am Kat Liddell, and I am here by myself in the studio this morning, with the exception of my lovely producers, Ray and Tom. But Bruce is out today, unfortunately. I got a text from him late last night. It looks like he's finally down for the count with the crud that's getting everybody down for the count in town, it seems like, this winter. So hopefully we'll see him back in the studio very soon. But Bruce, we're wishing you the best out there and hope that you're feeling on the mend very soon. Hope Junior's okay too. So we are sending our love from the studio. I got to tell you, there has been so much going on in the Brookings Harbor area this December. It's hard to not find something to do on any given day. I know my weekend was packed. I went on Saturday to go see It's a Wonderful Life at the Chetco Playhouse. Watched all the fine folks over there put on their best reproduction of that film, and it was a cute little show. I've got to say, there was a little girl that played George Bailey's youngest daughter who was just spot on, did this incredible performance, that little bit where she points at the tree and says, "Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings." She did it so perfectly. I wish I knew the name of that little girl. I did not quite catch it, but whoever you are, if somebody listens and knows who did that, please pass my highest compliments and my highest regards. Child, you were the MVP of that show. That was so cool. All right. And then on Sunday, they had the final performance of the Wild Rivers Coast Dance Nutcracker down in Crescent City at the Crescent Elk Auditorium. Hope everybody who loves some dance got out there to see that one. It was just an absolute treat. Their 10th year anniversary show. A lot of returning dancers who grew up dancing here came back to do special roles. And I didn't know a few dancers like Miss Cora Rose could dance on point. That was super impressive to see. And she did some wonderful solo acts in that production, along with all the kids. The Lindsay who played Clara was just absolutely incredible with her performance of Clara. It's just such a treat to see all of these kids growing up, getting passionate about the arts and becoming incredible little performers themselves. Can't be prouder. So that's enough about my weekend. I had a blast. I'm sure everybody out there, if you got out there, you had a blast doing whatever it was that you were doing. We're heading into the holidays. Christmas is just around the corner. So let's tell you what's coming up in this next week through the end of the year here. But before we get going, of course, we want to thank our sponsors, and we would like to thank the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, also known as the Castaways, Just the Jeweler, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to sponsor this show or any other show on KCIW, if you want to get some recognition for your business out there, you can always find more information about that at kciw.org. But now let's get into the music schedule for December. Let's take a look at the events through the end of the year here, starting things off with a schedule for Cisco. Cisco is playing on the 19th at Addie's in Crescent City from 2 to 4 p.m. Then on the 21st and 28th, Cisco will be at the Brookings Harbor Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then on the 25th, that's Christmas Day, he'll be playing at the Chetco Activity Center, running from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then at the Enoteca in Crescent City, on New Year's Eve, the 31st, the Mighty Steelheads are going to be playing at 8 p.m. And over at Misty Mountain Brewing, where music runs from 6 to 8 p.m., on the 20th of this month, Lon Goddard's going to be playing. And then the Mighty Steelheads are going to be playing at New Year's Eve at Enoteca. Again, that starts at 8 p.m. And then Patty Ann is playing on the 20th at Kuntai. Music there runs from 6 to 8. And then Bloodline, also playing on the 20th. Bloodline will be playing at Chetco Brewing Co. from 6 to 8 p.m. Disturbing the Peace will be playing on New Year's Eve at Chetco Brewing Co. They're having a big party from 8 p.m. to midnight, and Disturbing the Peace will be that headliner band. And then a personal show here for Lon Goddard. Lon Goddard's playing on the 19th at the Brian Scott Gallery's Brown Bag Lunch, and that event runs from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And so that's all we've got for December for music coming up through the month of December. I'm sure Bruce is gathering up some more dates and getting everything set for January. And if you play music in the area and you want to get on that schedule, both in print for Insider Report and also here on the radio, you can submit your band's show dates to Bruce. You can email CaptainCurry541@gmail.com. And that's it for our music schedule. So let's get into some big events here happening in the community, the meat and potatoes of the show, starting things off with weekly events at the Chetco Library. On Tuesdays at the Chetco Library, they have story time at 11 a.m. That's stories, songs, and games for young children. Then at 1:30 p.m., they've got their chair yoga class, and that's a free beginner's yoga class that focuses on seated positions. On Wednesdays at the library at 1:30, they've got their after-school activities, including homework help, a creation station, and snacks for older kids and tweens, and it's geared towards ages 10 and up. And then on Thursdays at 1:30 p.m., they've got a chair yoga class. Again, another free yoga class focusing on seated positions. And then at 4 o'clock on Thursdays, they have more after-school activities. And again, that's homework help, STEM projects and games, and snacks. Again, it's mostly geared towards older kids and tweens for ages 10 and up. And then at 5:30 p.m. on Thursdays, they have another yoga class. This one is Easy Flow Yoga. Again, this is a beginner's yoga class, but it includes standing positions, and they recommend that folks be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor to participate in that one. And then a weekly event on Saturdays from 1 to 3 p.m. They have Saturday Shuffle, Magic the Gathering, and more. You can stop by the library every week for Saturday Shuffle, where players can bring their favorite deck and play Magic the Gathering. And gamers of all kinds are also welcome to bring a favorite card or board game from your own collection, or you can browse the library's games and just find a crew to play with. And then coming up in monthly and special events at the library, on December 21st at 1 p.m., they're having their Family Winter Kickoff Party. Families of all ages and sizes are invited to an open winter and holiday-themed crafting party, which will include a free screening of the family film Smallfoot, and that film has an MPAA rating of PG. And then all December long, they're having it's going on right now, going through the 31st, they're having their Golden Ticket Reading Challenge. Reap the rewards of reading with their month-long Golden Ticket Challenge. Log your reading time through the month of December and earn prizes as you mark your progress. Readers of all ages, and that's kids 0 through 12, teens, and adults, you can all pick up a challenge card at the front desk anytime during the month of December. Are you worried you won't complete your challenge card? You could still get rewarded for reading. They're hiding golden ticket coupons and books and audiobooks throughout the library between December 1st and 31st. And if you check out an item and you find a golden ticket inside, just bring it to a staff member to claim a special prize. And they do have a note here, books do have to be checked out on your library card to qualify for claiming that prize. So just so you're aware. And then coming up at the library, of course, they have some holiday closures coming up. On Tuesday, the 24th, and Wednesday, the 25th, they're going to be closed for the Christmas holiday, so closed all day long. And then on Tuesday, the 31st, they're going to be closing early at 2 p.m. for New Year's Eve. And of course, on Wednesday, the 1st of January, they're closed all day to observe New Year's Day. And if you need more info, you have questions, you want to learn more about programs and events at the Chetco Library, you can visit chetcolibrary.org and check out their full events calendar. You can follow them on Facebook for updates, or you can always stop by at 405 Alder Street in Brookings. And of course, you can always give them a call at 541-469-7738. Always tons going on at the library, even more coming up in January. Actually, I've got a preview right now for these month-long challenges are going to become much more frequent going forward at the library. So next month's big challenge that they're going to be launching is part of a series that they're calling Thrive in 25. So the January-February challenge coming up is actually a Get Moving Fitness Challenge. So details about that are up on the library events calendar. It's all about connecting folks to free resources at the library in pursuit of getting more physically active and rewarding folks for making the effort to get more physically fit at the start of 25. So again, check out chetcolibrary.org for more information about that one. More is going to be coming up next month. All right, Nature's Coastal Holiday Festival of Lights, of course, is running now through December 29th. So there's plenty of chances to still go see it. It's happening nightly from 5 to 9 p.m., weather permitting, of course. Adults are $4. Kids 12 and under get in for free. They do say this is cash only, no advance tickets, so do keep that in mind as you prepare to get out there. And this is a walk-through display that takes about 30 to 45 minutes to get through. And Santa and Mrs. Claus are there every Friday and Saturday night prior to Christmas Day from 6 to 8 p.m. So there's one more weekend left to catch them. And of course, they do know extreme weather is always a thing that can happen here in this area. It can impact their opening for a night or force them to close early. They follow weather.com for the 97415 zip code for updates, and they post on their Facebook page whether they're going to be delayed or closed by 3 p.m. if they know the weather's not going to permit them to open. And as always, you can follow them on Facebook for those real-time updates. And hey, up in Gold Beach, Sunset Family Pizza is presenting a BUNCO Game Night. Their game night is officially back. You can join the fun and support their at-risk youth fund. The Curry County Juvenile Department is hosting a monthly BUNCO Game Night this month on December 19th. Check-in is at 5:30 p.m. The game starts at 6 p.m. It's a $20 buy-in donation that goes to support the at-risk fund that they use to provide youth with things like birth certificates, ID cards, personal items, clothing, shoes, and so much more. It's truly a good cause. And if you don't know how to play, of course, they will teach you. It's an easy, fun, and fast-paced game that you will want to play again and again. All right. Taking a turn down to Crescent City here, Epicenter Special Programs Winter Extravaganza event is happening at 1200 Marshall Street in Crescent City. This event is going to be happening on the 20th of December from 3 to 6 p.m. And the only info I have about it here is that there's going to be music, snacks, gifts, crafts, and games. Again, that's at 1200 Marshall Street in Crescent City, 20th of December, 3 to 6 p.m. And if you're looking for another opportunity to get a free photo with Santa, you can go get an opportunity for a photo op with Santa at David Allen State Farm's office. That State Farm office is located at 97953 Shopping Center Avenue in Harbor. This is happening on the 19th and 20th of December. It's going from 5 to 7 p.m., and they're going to be serving refreshments. How fun is that? And then coming up at the Universal Heart Center, located at 710 H Street in Crescent City, they're having a winter solstice soundbath. This is happening on the 21st, winter solstice, from 6 to 7 p.m. The public is invited to join the instructor and their acoustic instruments for a soundbath sound meditation on the day of the winter solstice. There is a fee. There's a sliding scale energy exchange. This will feature metal singing bowls, bonsori bamboo flutes, traditional Chinese bronze gongs. Various chairs will be provided. They encourage you to bring your own yoga mat or a blanket, etc., if you prefer a floor space. And what is a sound bath? A sound bath may be thought of as sounds for self-healing, a soundscape intended to promote deep relaxation and meditation. This occasion is facilitated by professional musician and certified yoga and meditation instructor with 35 plus years of experience working with music and therapeutic sounds. So there you go, coming up down there at, again, the Universal Heart Center. That's in Crescent City. All right, the Curry County Chamber of Commerce and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing are partnering up to present Photos with Santa. Another photo op with Santa happening. This one is at the South Coast Humane Society thrift store. And this is happening on the 21st of December, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And the public is invited for a festive holiday event and photos with Santa Claus. Children will receive a special free gift, and pets are welcome to join in the fun. Donations are gladly accepted. Every dollar raised directly supports the South Coast Humane Society, helping animals in need. They invite you to not miss out on this heartwarming holiday experience and, of course, remind folks that your support makes a huge difference. All right, up in Gold Beach, the Curry Public Library is presenting a holiday movie marathon. This is happening on the 21st of December from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Quite the marathon there. You can stop by their meeting hall anytime to enjoy some holiday movies and finish your gift wrapping if you feel so inclined. The library will have a supply of wrapping paper, ribbon, bows, tape, and scissors for wrapping. And, of course, they'll provide popcorn for the movie. And you're welcome to bring your own wrapping supplies if you'd like. The movies that they're going to be showing at this and the start times for that are as follows. At 10 a.m., they're going to be showing The Polar Express, rated G. At 11:45 a.m., The Grinch, rated PG. Then at 1:15 p.m., Miracle on 34th Street, rated G. And at 3 p.m., they're going to finish things off with Elf, rated PG.
All right. The Lucky 7 Casino is presenting Mega Trivia in the Tolowa Event Center. This is happening after Christmas. We have an after Christmas event here on the 27th of December. The doors will open at 6 p.m. The first round starts at 7. And there's going to be more prizes, more trivia, lots of fun. They will have raffle prizes, food specials on trivia night. The winning team can split a prize pool. And yeah, that's what they've got there. They just invite folks to put on thinking caps. First come, first served. There is limited seating for this event. And they do say you do have to be 21 or older to participate, but you can have up to 8 players per team. And then over at the Elk Valley Casino in Crescent City, they're presenting a comedy night with Carl Lee. This is happening on the 28th at 8 p.m. And the public is invited for an evening of comedy with Carl Lee as the headliner. Tickets are on sale in person at the Points Club booth. You can also get them online in advance at etix.com. You can also get them at the door on the day of the event. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. The show starts at 8. And another reminder here, this is a casino. You must be 21 or older to attend. Seating is first come, first serve. And then we have an announcement here from a local author launching their debut novel. The debut novel that's launching is called The Angel Anthologies, In All Things. This book launch is happening at the Chetco Library Forest Room from 1 to 3 p.m. on the 30th of December. You're invited in this holiday season to join local author Judy Angel to launch her debut work of fiction, The Angel Anthologies, In All Things. This is a sci-fi and fantasy novel. And in this introduction to the Angel Anthologies, In All Things, the world is facing a great shift after the mysterious death of a world leader, and 3 young ones from the line of angelic succession embark on a quest guided by the angel's legacy. In their journey, they encounter ethereal places with challenges of good and evil from those who seek to control the world. Again, that's on the 30th of December, 1 to 3 p.m. Local author debut. Got to support those local authors out there. Good for them. All right. Elk Valley Casino. Back to casino events. They're having a New Year's Eve party on the 31st of December, and it's going to kick off at 9 p.m. So the public is invited for a New Year's Eve celebration at Elk Valley Casino, and they have a deck party bringing back cover band Gotcha Covered. And as the clock ticks down, you can get ready to raise a glass and cheer as they count down to midnight together. This is a free event, and there's going to be music, drinks, entertainment. Doors open at 8:30 p.m. The show starts at 9. And of course, again, casino event. You must be 21 or older to attend. Seating is first come, first serve. There are no table reservations, and their max capacity will be enforced if necessary. Just get ready for those holiday crowds. I'm sure those reminders will be out there all over the place as we get into these New Year's Eve event. And Legends Arcade is going to be having a safe and sober New Year's Eve party. That's happening on the 31st from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. And this is going to feature all-day token specials. Starting at 8 p.m., they'll be watching the New York City Ball Drop from 10 to 11 p.m. DJ McRibs will be throwing down epic tunes. And starting at 11 p.m., they'll be watching the Seattle New Year's broadcast. At midnight, they'll do their own ball drop live from Legends Arcade, and there will be drink specials including mocktails, martinellis, and sodas, all non-alcoholic beverage options if you're seeking a non-alcoholic alternative to your New Year's Eve celebrations. That's over at Legends Arcade, and that's going to be running from 5 to 1. And then the 101 Bar and Grill is having a midnight masquerade party. This is on the 31st of December, again, New Year's Eve. Running from 9 p.m. to midnight. You can ring in the new year with DJ Dotav and Rufio. There's going to be ambient dancing from Fox and Ivy, and they do note there is an entry fee. And then New Year's Eve celebrations happening down at Lucky 7 Casino. They're having their own New Year's Eve 10K giveaway event on the 31st from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. And there's going to be a dinner buffet. DJ music will happen in the lounge, and of course there is a midnight countdown. All right, getting into some PSAs here. Just a reminder to folks, the Curry Public Library, located in Gold Beach, has their monthly Memory Cafe Curry event. Memory Cafe Curry meets the third Wednesday of every month from 10:30 to noon, and that's at the Curry Library in Gold Beach. To register for this program, they do ask that you send an email to memorycafe@cplib.net. You can also give them a call at 541-247-7246. A memory cafe is an informal social gathering for older adults living with memory loss, as well as their care partners. Care partners may include, but are not limited to, spouses, siblings, children, or friends whose social lives are often just as affected as their loved ones. Memory cafes are designed to be a casual, stress-free gathering to allow care partners the opportunity to relax and socialize with others in a similar situation. And Memory Cafe Curry is always staffed by a qualified social service provider, as well as library staff and volunteers. And then we've got a PSA here from KCIW. KCIW in-house is letting folks know about their ongoing Soapbox series. KCIW gives folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called KCIW's Soapbox. Basically, KCIW offers 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their minds, bad or good. You can spend your 2 minutes highlighting the positive if you feel so inclined. And the studio is open for that every Wednesday, 2 to 3 p.m., and people can just come drop in and record. And then in downtown Brookings, there are game nights happening at the Whimsical Griffin. They're located at 615 Chetco Avenue, right next to the Redwood Theater. And this happens Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 to 9 p.m., and they do such things as play Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and, of course, board games. And then Meals on Wheels, I've got a PSA from there here. They are always in need of volunteers. If you would like to do something that will make you and those you help very happy, if you would like to do something to help give back to the community you love, if you'd like to help out your fellow human beings, well, then Meals on Wheels is looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are homebound, you not only help someone who's hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and some social contact that they may not get otherwise. There are 3 routes, and they all deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about an hour and a half to complete. And they do say here you can volunteer by the day, the week. You can volunteer bi-monthly, bi-weekly. Even if it's just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever works for your schedule. They say every little bit helps. If you're interested in helping out with this great cause for the community, they invite you to contact Meals on Wheels coordinator Debbie at 714-423-9797. And then we've got another PSA here for the Brookings Harbor Boy Scouts of America. They're always scouting for new troop members, and they want folks to remember that boys and girls are invited. Troop 32 and Troop 4032 are now accepting new scouts, as well as adults who are interested in volunteering. Scouts are able to join the troops from 5th grade up to age 17. And adults are able to volunteer as long as they are over 21 years old, they're able to pass a background check, and they're willing to spend about an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. Scouts meet at Scout Hall, 7 to 8:30 p.m. every Monday night, except for holidays. They invite you to come meet the troops and learn more about what the Scouts can help you achieve. And Scout Hall, if you're wondering where it's at, it's located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings. And to get in touch with Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark Haglund, you can call 541-661-2749, or you can contact Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca Wilson at 707-951-3647. And we have another announcement here. We have Queers and Allies of Brookings have regular get-togethers, and this is for games for youth ages 9 to 19. They meet on the 3rd Saturdays of every month from 2 to 4 p.m., and this month they are meeting at the Chetco Library in the large meeting room. And these get-togethers are hosted by Southern Oregon Coast Pride. And if you need more information about that, you can get in touch with them on Facebook or Instagram. And we've got a community kitchen schedule here. If you're wondering where you can get a meal these days, on Mondays, it happens at St. Timothy's from noon to 1. At St. Timothy's, again, it's on Tuesdays, noon to 1. So Mondays and Tuesdays, noon to 1 at St. Timothy's. On Wednesdays, at the Star of the Sea Catholic Church from noon to 1. On Thursdays, it's at the Presbyterian Church from noon to 1. On Fridays, it's at the Lutheran Church from noon to 1. And then they have a bit of a funny schedule here for Saturdays. They're letting people know on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Saturdays, the lunch happens at St. Timothy's from noon to 1. And then on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of the month, the Church of the Nazarene hosts from noon to 1. And then on Sundays from 3 to 4, there is a kind of late lunch or early dinner at St. Timothy's. And if you need to get that full breakdown, if you need to look at it, you can also find the community kitchen schedule in full in all of its glory at kciw.org. Well, hey, that's it. I have run through the entire schedule, and I have absolutely no more. Before we go, I would like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work making me look and sound good on the radio. And I want to thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. Please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows that they have to offer. And in case you're wondering, you can also listen to all these fantastic show podcasts, including the Insider Report, at kciw.org. And while you're there, you can also check out live streaming options as well. And just another reminder to folks, too, if you ever have an event or any kind of get-together that you want to submit to the Insider Report, again, the way to do that is submit your copy to Bruce at captaincurry541@gmail.com. We just want to let folks know what's going on in the community. Hey, everybody out there, have a Merry Christmas season. Happy holidays. Until next week, this is Kat Liddell, solo, signing off. Again, a reminder to please support local businesses. There's still some time left for holiday shopping. And hey, keep it real. Spread the love and peace every chance you get, and we'll see you out there. It feels a little weird to say BAM solo, but BAM.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.